returning. My name is Jill Baird, and today I have a total body HIIT workout with dumbbells for us. We have 2 circuits that are focused on strength, but as it is HIIT, they are compound moves, so multi-muscle, multi-joint. And I'm going to be using a little bit lighter dumbbells than I would normally use in a straight strength set, since our heart rate will be going up a little bit just because of multi-muscle, multi-joint. In between those 2 strength-focused circuits, we have a 4-minute cardio body weight circuit. The first circuit is focused more on lower body strength, but there will be some upper body involved, and the second circuit is focused more on upper body strength, although again there will be some lower body and total body work involved. Please make sure that you have warmed up. I am warm. Since this is only a 20-minute workout, I suggest a 5 to 10 minute dynamic warm-up. If you're looking for a warm-up that you can just turn on and follow along, I have linked one in the card above as well as in my description below that I believe would be perfect for this workout. Please make sure that you have your dumbbells close by. Remember, the beauty of the workout being recorded is that you can hit pause at any time, but just to get us off on the right foot, make sure you have your dumbbells close by. I am using a 10-pound set or an 8-pound set. I might alternate between the 2. And then make sure that you have enough space to move around on your mat. If you enjoy listening to music during your workout, please go ahead and turn your music on. I am going to get our timer started and we are going to jump right on into this work. So I'm going to pick up my 10-pound dumbbells. Our first move is going to be a wall squat or a wall sit with a dumbbell bicep curl. I will hit the timer. We'll have 5 seconds. I'm just going to make sure the volume is up on the timer, which it was not. We'll have 5 seconds to get into that wall sit. So make sure that you have some wall space around you. Grow your waist up and out of your hips. Knees stacked directly over the ankles. Squeeze your butt. And come into a bicep curl. Imagine that you're hugging a pillow or a yoga block or a Pilates ball between your knees or your upper thighs. Front ribs are pulled in towards one another and lengthening down towards your belly button. As you exhale, the pelvic floor engages. The belly button pulls back in and up. Okay, we have 15 seconds to come up. And our next move is a suitcase deadlift. So what that is a hinge with the dumbbells on the outsides of the legs, and then squeeze your buns to come up and stand. And think bringing yourself up tall rather than thrusting your hips forward. So your butt pushes back like you're closing a card where your chest lengthens forward. And you can imagine that those dumbbells are something that you're picking up off the floor, probably something that has a handle, I don't know, groceries or some other items, laundry detergent that you've bought from the store. Keep your collarbones spread wide and keep your gaze out in front of you. Exhale to come up. Squeeze your buns. Remember, tall, not thrusting forward. Use your buns to bring you up tall. Okay, our next move is a plie squat. So heels in, toes out, and it's a 1.5 move. So we're going to go down, come up halfway, go all the way back down, and then come back up. Make sure again that your collarbones stay open, so I'm not hunching and scrunching forward. A lot of inner thigh work here, glute medius, outer hips, and then only lower down as far as you can, and still keep your chest and your gaze facing the wall in front of you. So remember, it's all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. Exhale as you do the work. Inhale as you lower with control. Okay? And then our fourth move in this circuit is a bent over row, a wide row. So one hand is holding the dumbbell with the palm facing forward, one palm facing back. And then we're going to switch at the bottom as we row the elbows and the dumbbells back. So start the move in the spot between your shoulder blades, up or back. Don't let your legs off the hook here. Your butt is squeezed. And again, chest stays open. Inhaling as you lower with control. And exhaling as we do the work. So even though this isn't a core specific move, our core, front and back, is very much engaged to keep us in that angled position. Okay, back to the wall sit. This is our second and final time through these moves. So press the low back into the wall, squeeze your buns, hug your inner thighs in towards one another, and pin those elbows into the side body. So if you think about it in life, when we do bicep work or any work that involves our bicep muscles, it's rarely in isolation, right? We never stand and just curl a bag of groceries, a child. I mean, unless you're trying to have fun. So here, we're recruiting our leg muscles, which you will definitely do in life if you're using your biceps to pick something up. Man, my legs are on fire. All right, carefully come up to stand. And we're back into that suitcase deadlift. So loop your shoulders down and back in their sockets. At the bell, hinge at the hips, your butt draws back, your chest lengthens forward, and then squeeze your buns to come up tall. So the primary focus of this move is hamstrings and glutes. But of course, your back is getting some work, your arms are doing some work, core is always turned on, belly button pulled back in and up, front ribs knit down. Use the exhale to help you do the work, which is coming up to stand. And the inhale as you lower with control. Okay, back to the 1.5 plie. So palms are facing the hips, shoulders down and back, heels in, toes out, tailbone lengthening towards the mat. Inhale as you lower all the way. Exhale halfway up. Inhale, lower. Exhale all the way up. Inhale all the way down. Exhale, squeeze your butt, come up halfway. Inhale, lower all the way down. Exhale, come up to stand. Keep your gaze forward. So if you had a word or a name tag on your shirt, I could see it at all times if we were in the room together. But if you'd like to drop your name in the comments below, let me know who you are, where you're joining us from. I would love to get to know you a little bit better. Okay, final move is the bent over row. So again, hinging at the hips, shoulders down and back in their sockets. Squeeze your butt, hug the inner thighs towards one another. One palm is in an underhand grip, and the other is in a traditional grip. It's a wide row, so think about pulling the dumbbell towards the hip crease as the elbows hug back beyond the side ribs. that is the end of our first strength circuit. Make sure that your dumbbells are out of the way. We have 3 moves that we're going to be doing for 20 seconds each with no rest in between. So 20 seconds of the first move, 20 seconds of the second move, 20 seconds of the third move, then we rest for 20 seconds. And we'll repeat that for a total of 3 times. And our moves are circle jacks. So we jump out to the side and up. And then we have fire feet, get low, fire feet. And then we have front kicks where you can either bounce or you can run it. Your choice. Okay, so as soon as I hit that timer, we're in the circle jacks, which is the traditional jumping jack, and then a front jack. All right, jack, front, front. So, moving abduction and adduction here as we move the arms and legs away from the midline of the body. All right, fast feet, right into it. See if you can get a little lower, a little bit faster. Lava on the floor. Level up, level up as fast as you can. And then when we hear the bell, in 8 seconds, we're going straight into those front kicks where we're gonna bring opposite hand to the inside of the opposite foot. All right, I'm gonna bounce the first time, and then we'll see next time if I decide to get a little bit more spicy and run it. All right, 20 seconds to rest. Then we're back into the circle jacks. 10 seconds, catch your breath, heart rate's up high. 5, 3, 2, 1. On the balls of your feet. Coming into fast feet in 4, 2, 1. Okay, get a little lower. Like those football drills, you can bring your arms forward and back. You can hold your arms out front. Last 10 seconds here. And then we're going into those running front kicks. You can bounce it, your choice. But I invite you to join me in the actual front kick. It's kind of like a hacky sack. I think that might be what it's called. Like you know that little game, hacky sack. Oh, spicy. Oh, 20 seconds rest. Are you a person who puts your palms on your knees? Or are you a hands behind the head walker or rounder? We tend to be one or the other. I tend to put my hands down on my knees, but I'm gonna catch my breath. We repeat that. Jumping jacks. Side, front. Lateral, front. Keep your core engaged. Let's see if we can go a little bit faster. Nice and tall. Just lifting towards the ceiling. 5 feet. Let's go. A little bit lower. A little bit faster. Footballers, I think they're called. Okay, I'm gonna run the hacky sacks front kicks again. My heart felt like it was pounding out of my chest last time, and I loved it. All right, here we go. Maybe you're cursing me. Curse away. Look faster, little higher. Last 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was gross. All right, 20 seconds. Walk around. Maybe a sip of water if you're ready, if your heart rate isn't too high. You can kind of wave the arms side to side. We have one more circuit left. 4 exercises, 45 seconds each, 15 seconds in between, 3 times through, same pattern, nothing new. We're going to start off with a seated overhead press, legs long, so like an L with your body. I'm going to show us. We have 5 seconds. I am going to use my 8-pound dumbbells for this first move, but I am going to have my 10-pound dumbbells towards the back of my mat. I'm going to hit the timer, and we're going to have 5 seconds to get ready. Come to sit upright, like your back was up against a wall. Exhale as you press the dumbbells overhead. Inhale to lower with control. So the press can be a count of 1. The lower can be a 3, 2, 1. Exhale, press. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. I am going to use my 10s the next time we come back to this exercise. Knit those front ribs down, in, and up, and lengthen your waist up and out of your hips. 45 seconds feels like an eternity after those 20-second work blocks. Okay, next move is a hand release push-up with a superhuman. So we're going to start in a high plank. As slowly as you can, you're going to pin those elbows into your side, lower your chest, reach the arms and the legs forward, and then press back up. A modification is when you come back to press up, you're going to put your knees on the mat, press up, come back into the high plank, and then shift forward onto your toes. Slowly lower all the way down, sort of like a chaturanga in yoga, and then press back up. So think about wrapping the triceps back, and then as you extend into that Superman, make sure that your belly button is pulled back, in and up, and that you're lengthening your tailbone back to keep it out of your low back. Okay, we're going to be on our back in a hip bridge with a skull crusher. So feet hip width distance apart, all 10 toes tracking forward. You're going to bend your elbows and stack your elbows over your shoulders. Press up into a hip bridge hold, and then press the arms straight. Imagine that you were holding like a medicine ball between your elbows or a beach ball between your elbows, and you need to keep it there the entire time. Don't let the elbows splay out. And then again, you can lower for a 3 count with control. And as you exhale and press the palms up towards the ceiling, it can be a quick 1 count movement as long as you're keeping those elbows penned in. So glutes are working here, core is working here, triceps are definitely working. Okay, final move is a chest fly. So think about hugging a tree. The elbows hover, and then you draw the dumbbells in towards one another. Feet can be flat, or you can have your knees in a tabletop, which engages your core a little more. Just make sure that that low back is pinned to the mat. And rather than slamming those dumbbells together at the top, I want you to move like you're going to slam them together, and then resist slamming them together. Again, inhale, lower with control, and then exhale, bring it up fast. You can also lift your head if that helps you to keep the low back on the mat. But if it's too much, just bring the soles of the feet flat to the mat. Okay, back to the seated overhead press, and I am going to hold these 10-pound dumbbells. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Shoulders down, back into their sockets. Dumbbells at shoulder height. Exhale to press and inhale, 3, 2, 1, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, lower. So your core is working the entire time. Flex the toes back towards the knees. I can feel my quadriceps firing. when we sit to do any sort of press, we really bring our core into it and we take this power of the legs out of it so it isolates the move, but I am just dripping in sweat. Okay, hand release push-up, superhuman. So coming onto the knees to make your way into that high plank. So all 10 fingers spread nice and wide. Pull your palms towards your toes, toes towards your palms. Shift forward. Slowly with control lower. Untuck the hands, untuck the toes, and then press back up to high plank. So we have 2 more exercises in our workout. So come down to the knees, bridge with a skull crusher. Carefully grab those dumbbells. Come onto your back. Pull your belly button back in and up. Stack your elbows over your shoulders. Inhale, lower, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, press. But remember, holding that medicine ball between your elbows if you don't want it dropping on your face. So you have to keep those elbows drawing in towards one another. Press the feet into the mat. Squeeze your buns. Hug your inner thighs in towards one another without actually physically bringing them in towards one another by squeezing the outer glutes. All right, one more move, chest fly. I have quite the sweat print on the mat. I'm sure we'll have to get up and admire it when we're done with this. So again, feet flat or knees hovering, or if you want to make it extra spicy, you can bring the legs out like you were in a hollow hold. Squeeze the heels in towards one another. If you are doing that, you might want to bring your chest or your chin in towards your chest. Head up, off the mat. Big tree hug here, right? Like you're reaching around a tree with those arms. Last 10 seconds. Don't give up. You've got this. 3, 2, 1. Carefully put the dumbbells down. Cross your ankles. Rock and roll up. Come up to stand. Yes. Quite the sweaty print of my back right there. Please take some time to cool down if you need a cool down video. I have linked one here and in the description below. Thank you for working out with me. I appreciate you spending your time with me. If there's anything you'd like to do in a workout, please let me know. I'm absolutely open to suggestions. I will see you back here again soon, friends. Stay safe, be good, and find the good out there around you.